Next up on copycat.com, I'm going to show you how to make this fabulous no-knead bread. So I'm going to show you how to make Jim Lahey's recipe for no-knead bread. This bread is incredible. It's got a crust that's really, really thick, and it took 4 ingredients and about 18 hours. This, if you've never made bread before, I don't know how you could fail at this because it is so easy, and you are going to end up with a bakery style bread. And to get this bakery style bread, we need 4 ingredients. I just happen to choose to use bread flour here. You can use all-purpose flour. It's going to work just fine. I am using yeast. If you buy the packages, the small packs in the store, that's great too. A little bit of salt and 1 5/8 cup of water. So into the bowl goes 3 cups of flour. Again, all-purpose bread flour. Either way, it's going to work out fine. Some people have been known to substitute some of this flour for like buckwheat flour or semolina. Just make sure you have about 3 cups in. In goes a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. I just happen to like SAF brand. Personal preference there. A little bit of salt and water. And then we are going to give this a good mix around. Now just make sure you scrape the bottom of the bowl and don't leave any flour hanging loose down there, because if you don't mix it in, it's not gonna turn into dough. I'm just showing you that it is sticky, and it's okay that this bread recipe is sticky. It's supposed to be like this. It will rise and do its thing without us. It's amazing that way. You know, it's us that gets in the way of this bread. Okay, so cover it with plastic wrap, and you are going to leave it alone for about 14 hours. This was about 12 hours. I just wanted to show you what it looked like. You can see water is on top of the plastic there, a little bit of condensation going on. But I just want to show you that, yes, this does turn into a wonderful gelatinous thing. And look at this. It's, you know, it could be a creature from the Blue Lagoon or bread dough. Yes, I just want to show you that it is rising. Lots of air is incorporating in here. This is just a wonderful sponge right now. So I need to leave this alone for a few more hours, and now I'm coming back, and it's just about showtime. And you can see when you touch the bowl, you can see the bubbles pop and go on. It's a life form. But we're going to turn it into bread. Okay, so we're going to put a little bit of flour on a board, and then we're going to turn this dough onto the board. You're going to have to pull it away from the bowl because it sticks a little bit. And again, the dough's pretty sticky. So make sure you get a little bit of flour on your hands, not a lot. You actually can be kind of conservative with this. I was kind of crazy with my flour there. And we're just going to kind of roll this, and we are going to kind of tuck it up on both sides. And we're going to cover it up with plastic. We're going to leave this alone for 15 minutes at this point. Again, covered up with plastic. We do that so nefarious things don't fly into our bread dough. So after 15 minutes, we are going to put this into a towel. Now don't use a terry cloth towel, but use one that's just kind of cloth without a lot of extra fuzz. We're going to put a little bit of flour into this towel, and then we're going to put the dough into the towel, and we're going to let it do its final rise for 2 hours. I know we're waiting a long time for this bread, but I assure you it's worth it. And yes, I am using way too much flour here. Use less than I did. How about that? Apparently I had a great fear of this bread sticking to the towel. Why? I don't know. That's why my bread has a nice crust of cooked flour on it. I have bought bread like that in bakeries, but probably don't need as much as what I put in. So whatever I'm doing right here, don't pay a lot of attention to me. Cover this up, and in 2 hours, yes, 2 hours, we're going to come back, and we are going to put this in a hot pot. It's about 30 minutes left in that 2 hours. I want you to turn on your oven to 425 degrees. Heat up a pot with a lid on it and get it nice and hot. And looky there, we're going to take the dough and we're just going to plop it in there. Yes. you can get the dough off. Now give it a quick little shake. Make sure it's all evened out. Put the lid onto the pot and stick it in the oven for about 20-30 minutes. And then after that, you're going to take the lid off and you're going to bake it until it is brown. So, let me show you what it looks like. It looks fabulous. There is a nice, lovely crust on here. You can see it has a wonderful, airy texture, and that's how you make some no-knead bread. Be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe so you can see what's cooking next.